Episode 2 of Hard Knocks offers the perfect scope of reality inside a professional football team. I believe that we can learn a lot of valuable things that many people don't realize when watching these dudes play on Sundays. The Browns are getting no love from anyone, much like how my channel gets no love from YouTube. So this video is brought to you by Global Test Market. This is such an easy way for you guys to earn cash and things like Amazon gift cards. You just simply take research surveys to help brands improve their products. And I've tried it out myself and it's pretty sweet. Just click the link in the description and start earning. Shout out to Global Test Market for sponsoring this video. Number 1. Don't jump on the hype train. Right now, everyone is caught up on Baker Mayfield, and that's what the media is gonna scream at you because of guys like Skip Bayless, who will do anything to turn heads for clicks. But Tyrod Taylor is a baller and a true professional. Most importantly, the right guy to lead this team right now. Tyrod Taylor is a former 6th round pick who didn't start a game until his 5th year in the league. He spent 3 years in Buffalo with multiple poor offensive coordinators getting hired and fired. Yet, he threw 51 touchdowns to only 16 picks. He went to a Pro Bowl, won more games than he lost, and took the Bills to the playoffs for the first time since 1999. This is what blows my mind. Somehow, people are still hating on this guy. Fans can be so ungrateful. Have fun losing in Buffalo for another 20 years. Tyrod is a true leader, and even though he hardly gets any airtime in episode 2 of Hard Knocks, he still proves what I'm talking about. After Hugh Jackson calls everyone together in practice and rips all the players for walking and loafing, Tyrod approaches Hugh after the players disperse and tells him to get a camera rolling on everyone loafing and call them out in the film room. This is one small thing, but this is such a leadership moment by Tyrod that would go unnoticed by the fan base if it wasn't for Hard Knocks. Number 2. Different mentalities from players. These dudes are humans and don't think about football 24/7. And what's great about this episode is it shows multiple different perspectives on how you can approach your life and still succeed. David Njoku has a meditation routine that he often goes through. When you have the pressures of an entire organization and fan base who are willing to turn on you in seconds, you gotta find peace with yourself. Myles Garrett writes poetry and just jots down notes whenever he gets the chance. People want him to be writing stuff about sacking quarterbacks, but that's not how he thinks. No one does that all day, every day. There's a time and a place. You see, Myles is a dude who likes to dominate his opponent and hit people in this alpha male sport. But he isn't afraid to show that he's a regular dude who likes to think about more than just being a meathead. Of course, many fans won't appreciate this, but I respect the hell out of this. Then we look at Devin Kajus, a little different mindset than the other two. While David and Myles are trying to deal with the pressures of high expectations, Kajus represents most of the players in the NFL. Dude's just doing whatever it takes to be on a team. He came into the league as an undrafted free agent out of Stanford in 2016 and was on the Packers practice squad until the end of that year. The Browns picked him up in January this year. Guys like this have to go through hell. You're taking the most reps. You have to, and I repeat, have to play when you're hurt, or you're gone. Because no one cares about most of these dudes. They get forgotten about as special teamers or backups. But they still play a critical role in a team's development. Your job is to get your ass kicked every day in practice. Then you gotta play special teams, which absolutely suck when you're trying to block dudes flying down the field. And if you don't do both of those well, you're gone. You don't make much money, you get no glory for being an NFL player, and your body's completely broken down. If you're a fan of an NFL team, respect these dudes. They are the reason your team performs at the level they do. Number 3, he's a kid. Antonio Callaway has messed up a lot in his past, and this recent incident with him getting cited for weed does not reflect well. He's under the microscope by the media, the fans, and the entire Browns organization, which he should be. But guess what? He was born in 1997. He's 21 years old. You do realize that most 21-year-olds can't do their own laundry, let alone do much other than going to college classes and partying, right? I'm not excusing him for what's happened. If he's smoking in his car after being drafted by the Browns with all the attention he's received, then that's on him and there's zero excuse for that. But it's highly realistic that his brother just dropped off his car a few days ago and he left weed hidden in the car. People want to see him fail. It's true. People are quick to say he's guilty and want him gone. But come on now. If you're gonna give up on a 21-year-old kid who's been a professional for barely months now, you're out of your mind. Here's what I'm trying to understand. Why doesn't he get tested? Weed stays in the system for a long time. It doesn't matter what I say or what you say or any member of the media says. If the coaches and players rally around this kid, take him under their wing, and move forward, that's the sign of a true team. Number 4, life comes at you fast. In 2016, Corey Coleman was a standout receiver at Baylor and was eager to begin his NFL career. As one of the top-ranked receivers in the class, the Browns took him at number 15. To pull the trigger on a receiver that early means they're expecting you to be pretty special. Once you're in the NFL, there are many factors that go into your success. Coleman could not avoid injuries, which isn't his fault. But based on the times he's played and how he comes off in Hard Knocks,
come on, Corey! In the red zone, making a mental error. Giving up on a ball on the inside, it's in your chest.
It wasn't in my chest.
What's happening, sports fan?
Why am I running second team?
What you said?
Why am I running second team? That shit's crazy to me.
Go get Todd in it, go ask Todd. And then come back and tell me
if you don't want me to play, why won't y'all just trade me?
he seems like an underperformer. He will forever be remembered in Cleveland for dropping this pass.
The backfield, Kaiser under pressure, somehow escapes. Kaiser's pass is incomplete. Right through the hands of Coleman. Right through the hands of Coleman.
And moments like this can make or break your reputation in the world of football. He's only played 19 games in Cleveland, and the former first-round pick was shipped out for basically nothing. His value went from a high-priced first-round pick to a 7th-round pick in 2 years. That's brutal. Imagine you mess up at work once in your early 20s, and for the rest of your life, you're going to be harassed about it. That's intense. You can say, oh, well, he's making a bunch of money. It doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. Unless he flips the switch on his career, he will know that he'll be remembered as a bust.
With some breaking news on a different team, the Cleveland Browns. Josh Gordon coming back, huh?
The Browns pass catchers, and every box is checked.
The highlight season was 2013 season. He does stuff like that we hadn't seen a big guy do since Randy Moss. I would say I haven't seen 10 wide receivers in the last 20 years have more talent than Josh Gordon.
Look at this kid run. Josh Gordon. Sometimes can get the quarterback back in rhythm and also makes it difficult for the defense to make all the adjustments.
Oh, Campbell with a beautiful pass to